Week. It is the Thanksgiving week, and we're so excited to have all the food. Probably work out next week. Mr. Jackson, you're gonna invite us to work out after eating all that food.
Definitely.
He's the man to call after that Thanksgiving food. But we're glad to have you guys back on here. Thank you guys for tuning in. I am your host, Dion Nagadi, and I have my amazing co-host today. Today's just the three of us. It's nice and cozy up in here, so as you can see, we're very comfortable. But yeah, one of our hosts is not here today, but she'll be joining us next time. But today, all three of us are here. So who wants to introduce themselves?
I'll go first.
You go first.
Hey, my name is Sonia. Welcome to the show. I hope you enjoy the topic today. That's it.
Yeah, my name is Jackson. Hope you guys enjoyed the show.
Now we're going to start off the show. Today's topic is very interesting, obviously, like most of the topics that we have been watching. So today's topic is, how can a man build the women? Because we have some of the strongest women up in there, like the Kamala Harris's, the Lauren Simmons, the Michelle Obamas, but then you also have a woman who did not have a man behind her, Oprah Winfrey. So also ask ourselves, how does she do it as well? But then also have women like Kelly's Masters, who owns her own. She's one of the most successful women out there who owns. She's one of the most women who owns her own sports agency out there. So she's really doing good. So that these are the type of women that we want to talk about today. So sir, I'm gonna start off with the guy.
Ladies first all the time.
No, you should tell us how you can build your woman. Don't be scared. Show some vulnerability out there.
Ladies first, anyway. Let's start with the lady.
Okay, we'll start with the lady. What is your doom in like building you and become one of those successful women out there?
I mean, just have a good mindset and have a goal. You know, everyone has their own goal. It's just that they need to be pushed a certain way. Maybe they just don't have the right guidance for someone to, like, you know, push them even more. So I feel like, you know, if you have a significant other or someone that you're really close to that you find that you can talk to and tell them what your goal is and your mindset is, and they'll push you to do even better than because then again, you only live once, honestly.
Yeah, definitely.
And you say if you have a passion, I feel like you should definitely go for it, regardless of what the consequences are. And also it also is good to have a good positive, what is it called? Oh my days. No. A strong relationship with someone, or like when it comes to like communicating. Oh, I forgot the word, but I'll get to it.
Yeah. No. We'll come back to it. You just shut it out once you find it. So, sir, you'll let us know.
I think how can
a man build their woman?
I think by supporting them in difficulties, because if you don't, like supporting women where they need support, and not only financially but even other aspects, because there are many ways women need support, even if they can do without. So in most cases, some are like, we can do without men, but hey, I think a man is there to support a woman no matter what. Even if a woman's like, she can do without a man, but still on the way through to her success, there should be a man. Trust me, there should be a man.
I agree with you.
I disagree with you too.
Always a man is there to support a woman no matter what. In any situation, a man has to be behind a woman's success.
Yes, I do, kind of, but not always. Like she said, Oprah Winfrey, she didn't have a guy figure with her.
Okay.
But how did she make it that far? How is she's an amazing inspiration to all these women around the world today. How did she do it? Tell me.
All right. Now, with Oprah, I don't know much about Oprah, but you also don't know much about Oprah.
Yes, we do.
So if you go through Oprah's historical backgrounds, through her, like the entire path where she went through to where she is right now, there should be a man somewhere.
There wasn't.
Trust me.
There wasn't.
Just, okay, but no.
That's why I definitely disagree with you.
Okay, go ahead. Why do you disagree with me?
Okay, yes. If you have a man and then you guys come together, right? It is good to have like that supportive person. I feel like it should also go both ways. But you also get men who can bring the women down. But I feel like in today's world, we have a lot of powerful women who go out there and do it. Women who work for themselves, like they do not wait for their men to bring them stuff at home. They go out there and they follow their passion. And that's why I said women like the Kamala Harrises, the Kelly Masters, they went out there and they're inspiring other women to do the same. To go out there and follow their dreams. Because in a man's world, because things like that, like the vice president, owning your own sports agency, it's like only meant for a woman's world. I mean, a man's world. Like when I read Kelly's master's story, she said the first time she went on to be an agent as she started, she found one of the most successful male agent who asked her actually, what are you doing here? This is only a man's world. And she's like, you know what? In a few years, I'm going to prove you wrong. But then she also had her husband who supported her career because she's also a mom. So you ask yourself, how does she also like juggle all of this and understand like that even women like Serena Williams who have to go out on tours and be a full-time athlete and also be a full-time mom, the Beyoncés and whatever. So it's actually good to have a husband who understands that you also want to follow your dreams and also know what you want to do. And also men do need the woman to kind of motivate them, sir. Because if you see a woman working, it kind of motivates you too to be like, oh yeah, you know what? I also want to push as hard as she is.
Yeah. So okay. I wanna bring out something. So you're trying to relate to these successful women. Sometimes sometimes they're lucky to be successful without men. So there's a time you're gonna find out that there's some luck. So if you're relating to these women, they're just lucky to be what they are without a man's support. But for you as one, you're gonna need a man behind your success. Me? You as one. I'm telling you, you're not these celebrities. You know this. And you know
it does not. I'm sorry. No. I want to stop you right now.
Let me first finish my point.
It has nothing to do with being a celebrity.
Okay, let me first finish my point. No, I'm just saying that because I also know him. We know her. It's not that she's a celebrity, but we know her. That's why you brought her to.
Because she went out there and she inspired all of us.
Right. So the thing is, there's some lucky women out there.
It's not luck, it's working
hard. That's being luck.
No, it's not. It's about
and you might work hard. Not that all work hard. Not that all those who work hard get to their success. No.
Okay, I get it. They don't get to their success, but they tried and they're putting their effort and time.
Exactly.
But it doesn't mean I can't.
It doesn't mean that I cannot.
You might try. First listen to me. You might try and try, but still, if you're not lucky enough, you're still gonna need support.
Okay.
But there's some people who don't even try that much. But
exactly, because they're not working hard.
They don't
try anymore.
Or they just
then those are people who did not give up and be like, you know what? Someday a little girl's gonna look at me and she's gonna want to be me. You get it? And also, in today's generation, like I've like read books and watched some talk shows about men and how they talk about women of today. Men really don't want women who really stay home anymore. I'm not saying that it's wrong if like that's what you want to do, but I believe in today's generation, men do want a woman who does not rely on her so much, but a woman who can push him as well. A woman who gets there and she does what she wants to do. Like, she'll be like, oh, my wife is in real estate. Okay, she makes this much money. I want to push too and make as much money as she does, and motivates him to actually go out there and do that. And he's supportive and stuff. Like, men don't want women who usually stay home anymore. Like, that is not.
Right.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing with you guys. Y'all like to sit on your asses and, excuse my language, and play video games all day long, and we doing all the work. Like, it's the same. It's reversing. It's reversing.
Some of the men. I'll say some lazy men who do not want to work like they do.
But some of us.
Yeah,
just like you, some of you.
Okay, but some of us. But then again, we do 10 times more work than you guys do. Let me tell you this.
That's definitely true.
Because, listen.
I'm listening. You told me to listen. I'm listening.
Okay, so let's see. So there's some guys, they cook, okay? There are some guys that do clean, but let me tell you, Tufumba, we clean the house, we do laundry, and we even look out for your kids.
And then you
make
go
sure
to
they
work.
do homework, and then we go to work and come back and rotate again. Oh yeah, you go to work, you come home, eat, no gonna no laka. What else do you do? Literally, a mom or a person is on the clock 24 hours of the day. She doesn't go to sleep until their kid is sleeping. Or she doesn't
go to sleep until her husband also. Because
it's also
usually the husband is like the
settled.
last person to sleep.
She's literally, you're the last person that she looks out for before she goes to sleep tonight. Every night.
Okay, I'm listening. Now,
you understand?
Can I talk?
No, I'm not done.
Listening. All right, go ahead.
Let her finish.
Okay, so we're totally two different people.
Yes.
Okay, when it comes to, I expect you to support me and be there for me, because I do a lot. Yeah, you do a lot too, but I do more. And by the end of the night, there's some times where we're cranky and we're like, yo, what's up? And you're like, oh, I'm fine. You need to...
Yeah, and also men get into that and be like, oh, she's just moody or whatever,
you know,
and stuff like that. But just sometimes, like, women do actually need help, and actually don't. Just because, like, women are told to be like, okay, no, you have to be the strong one, you have to be the. But then sometimes, like, women do need that type of help. Be like at home, okay, like get off work. Sometimes you should find something like, okay, help me get the kids into bed.
Can I say something on Sanyo's point? Because Sanyo's like, men just go work, then they come home, eat and sleep.
Oh, you want to add on that they go to the gym?
That's what you mean. It's not about the gym. I'm telling you about, now you guys are saying, you guys are talking about today's generation. Today's generation, no man will ever go to work and comes home and then just leaves, eat and sleep. Cause if I have a woman home and this woman does all this work, and we all have jobs, don't expect me to come home and just sleep. There's no man that does that in this generation.
Okay, correct. If you had someone at home, what would you do?
Definitely, I wash the dishes. I can clean the house, cause this is our house. We're 2 in 1. Unless we're not married, or unless we just girlfriends, then.
I'm gonna say this, but
if we're already 2 in 1. We're together. So that means what I can do, she can do. What she can do, I can do. I can do better, or she can do better. You know, why not in your head? Because I was like, I can do better.
No, saying to that, I agree with what you're saying. Like, so, definitely, that's right.
What a woman can do, a man can do. So I can't be married to you, or you can't be married to me. Then you expect me to just sit when you're doing all the kind of work by yourself. Yeah. That can't happen, unless if you caught me wrong. But what I know is that girlfriends and boyfriends do that. What you just say. If you're just my girlfriend, then I'm gonna let you do the work, cause I know we're just gonna be, yes, of course, most guys who are not married to these girls, like if you're not married, that means Jackson, you do know that there are people who are there who choose to not get married and just be like boyfriend and girlfriend for the rest of their lives. Not everybody has to be married to be
one.
Yeah, I don't have to choose.
Because when you get married, it's a ring.
It's a ring. It's forever. Like whatever we go through, we're going through together. Now, if we're just boyfriend and girlfriend, I can leave you anytime I feel like. Of course,
you can.
Okay, if you're married, you can get.
And I can also leave.
But no, I understand. I get you. But if if you decide to divorce someone, it takes a while.
Yeah.
Paperwork takes a while, so it kind of it makes you sit down and understand like. Why are we divorcing, or what's going on? Let's connect before we finalize this paperwork. Being in a boyfriend and girlfriend relationship, it's a quit to be like, I'm done with you. That's it. I go cry for a month and a half, and I'm over you. You know what I'm saying? But marriage is forever.
Yeah,
it's literally forever.
So that means
it's still going to take a process.
But then you also get two people who come together and be like, you know what, I don't want to be married, or we don't want to be married. Like you just get two people that can come up together and be like, we just want to be boyfriend and girlfriend for the rest of like our lives. Like I've seen relationships like that in sports. In one of these movies that I watched, like there are relationships that are like that in real life. They just choose to be together, and just like that without the marriage. And
but they still have that like marriage field. If they they just don't want the title. Yeah. But they do love each other. It's just they don't want the ring. They don't want to be at the altar type.
So it doesn't mean for you.
Which kind of girl does? Oh, have you ever? I think I've never seen a girl who doesn't want a ring. I've never seen a girl who doesn't want a ring.
You just.
Don't you want a ring?
Me?
You do, don't you? I know girls love these
I'm not gonna tell
rings all the time. I've never seen a girl who doesn't want a ring. But we care less about rings actually. But if we want to please our girls, that's why men always get on their knees to put that ring on the finger. But for us, we care less actually.
But also your problem is that sometimes you get a girl and then you want to make her just the girl that you're talking to, but then you want her to do girlfriend stuff, and then when she gets to your girlfriend, you want her to do
wife stuff
before you put on the ring. Everything has a stage. If you're just talking to a girl, she's gonna act accordingly. If you make her your girlfriend, she's gonna act accordingly. If you make her your fiance, she's gonna do the fiance stuff. If you get married, she's gonna do the wifey stuff. So, the stuff that you'll be asking for before you get there. Okay? But women do need that support, especially today, to be like, okay, you can go out there, go to school if you need to go to school. If it's going to make you happy, I believe that man should allow that as the woman. Even if he has to stay. And then, okay, like he can make his money, but then they should compromise, like you said, that one. So if you're married to this person and this person needs to work, needs to go to school, whatever, you can stay home and look after the kids. You can stay home and clean up, or
and vice versa, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
right.
Like the relationship between Serena Williams and her husband. I actually like making an example of it. And also like Jay-Z, the way he is with Beyonce, like she has to go like on a lot of tours and wherever, and their jobs are like so demanding. But every time she goes out to play, her husband is one of the most successful businessmen out there, and you see him there. He'll be there to support her, and he'll be there sitting with the child. Like I watched her like her whole documentary and everything that happened behind the scenes. He'll give the kid the milk. Like she'll come out of the like on sets, like after they take a break, whatever, get pumping, and then he'll give her the milk or whatever, and then they just do teamwork. It has to go vice versa. But also that brings me to my other question: how can the woman, the woman, why are you putting on that evil smile?
Go ahead. Go ahead, I'm listening.
But how can the women support their men, like we've been doing for the past few years? But okay.
Yeah.
How can they? Because I feel like women have been doing that for like a long
centuries.
Time. Because of like the fact that they always had to stay. Because like the ideal women like back in the day always had to be like, you stay home, cook, clean, support your man wherever he does. Especially like, and I'm always like into the sports world, so I'll make examples of that. I've watched how, and also women are like also taught to compromise. We compromise a whole lot. And especially like, I'm going to do example of stuff that I know, stuff that I've researched, stuff that I've watched and whatever. I'm going to tell about the women who are into like, who are married to athletes or athletes' girlfriends. Especially coming from high school. You know, some of them have been together with their women from high school, from like college, or even like some have met their women like after fame or whatever. And these women have to compromise a lot because the athletic world is very demanding. It says that when your man gets up there or you find him up there, whatever, 24/7 is either whether he's playing soccer, NFL, NBA, 24/7 is eat, breathe that. In the morning, he has to get his breakfast wherever, time to practice. He'll come back home, lunch, wherever. The kids have to be up in school. Then he has to go back to practice. And then come back at night. At night, he needs to get full-time rest. Mostly like 8 to 12 hours of work. So like most of these women did compromise a lot, that they had to give up their dreams. Most of them had to like wait for the men to like retire for them to like pursue their dreams and stuff like that. And then some of them got their men who cannot even support them through what they wanted to do. That's why most of the time you find the women like getting like divorces after like the players are like retired or whatever, because of stuff like that. Because you have this woman who's going to support you throughout your whole career for like 10-15 years of your life that you're playing, and then when she wants to finally do something, like she gave up her whole life. She left school, so that whatever, so that she can be there for you. Remember, athletes can be traded at any time. They're gonna be traveling at any time. All they do is be like, hey, you have to be in Atlanta by tomorrow and you're in Boston. You have to move. Obviously, for him, he doesn't care about that. That's all up to you. You have to move. You have to get their house. You have to put the stuff in the house. You have to make sure everything is all set by the time that he gets there, like you get. So, like, their lives turn around. And women are still taught so much to, like, compromise. But I believe women have been doing that for, like, a really, really long time. Yeah. So
you're saying so because you're a woman.
No, I'm not saying so because of it's the reality.
It literally is the reality.
Can I say something?
It's the reality. It's just that men have changed today. No, honestly, no, listen. It's just that men have changed like today. Like Ronaldo. You see Ronaldo, the way that he is with his, I believe his girlfriend, not his fiancée yet. His girlfriend. He's very supportive of her. Even though that he knows that he can make money or whatever, he lets her be her own person. Like, she makes her own money aside from all the money that she gets from Ronaldo, lucky woman. She gets all the money that she can get from him, and then she also gets there and works, but also has time to look after the kids and whatever. But then, as for him as well, he'll go, because like she models and whatever, so then she goes to, Ronaldo will go to her shows and watch and whatever. She'll also be at his games. And so I like the fact that that is actually like changing around, that is becoming like, okay, like it's a balance. It's not, it doesn't have to be the woman always have to compromise, but I like the fact that more men are like compromising and allowing their women to like be out there and follow their dreams and stuff, because I think they also get tired of these women that just stay home.
Okay, the thing is, the best way a woman can support a man is to appreciate what a man does for her. If you appreciate what I do for you, that feels like a support to me. Because most women nowadays don't appreciate what men do for them. If you look into like into most relationships, men try as much as they can to please their females, you know, and in most cases females don't appreciate, and in most cases
you get little girls.
In most cases they don't appreciate. And that gives these men the image men get when they don't get this kind of appreciation. It shows that you've done nothing for me. Like, you know, there's some feeling that we get when I do for you something that I feel that this thing's gonna please you, and then you just you're like, this is nothing.
No, that's very true, and I believe that we talked about
it's
it.
Some kind of it's some kind of support. It's some kind of support that men need actually. And that's not even some kind, but that's the most support men need. We don't need anything else but just appreciation at most.
And I agree with you on that. We did talk about it last time that I'm big on that. Like, if you're supporting me and you're doing all those things for me, I also want to do that for you. Because if you're winning, I'm winning.
Right.
And we're in this together. So I definitely agree with you on that. And we did talk about it in some topic back then. I forgot what we talked about. That men do also want to feel like appreciated. Like, if he takes you out, sometimes you take him out. Right. Like, like if he buys you flowers, sometimes like it's okay to surprise. Like, it's not wrong. Like, it's okay to go out there and be like, hey, you know what? Today I just want to take you whatever you want to do, or do whatever, like, or surprise them with something. Like, men do appreciate that. But also, I had this in my head, I swear, but
it's okay.
I really had it in my head. But it's very important to have a balance. It's very important to have a balance, because women do want to do stuff these days. Like, they just don't want to be at home. It's not wrong to want to be at home and take care of your man or whatever, but also women want to protect themselves, because I believe at any chance men can change their minds, and at any time any new girl can come in. That's why women are not playing these days. That's why women are actually going out there and doing stuff for themselves, that I feel like to also protect themselves from that, because you had a whole lot of
that's okay actually that's okay.
Yeah. Because eventually after 10 years you change your mind.
Of course, exactly. I might change my mind, but it's a two-way side. Even a woman can change her mind at any point.
No, I get that.
But the women are unpredictable.
No, I get that, but for you, it wouldn't be as hard as it is for women, because if you want your woman not to be like working or getting her money, and then you want her to stay home, cook, take care of the kids, she's not getting any income. You want her to come to you and be like, hey babe, I want to go shopping. Can I have this much money? And then you give her the money. Oh, I want to be buying groceries or whatever. For you, you're controlling all of that. So after you bring in another woman, men totally change. They become a whole different person once they get another person, or once they feel like they don't want you anymore. You're not going to do that for her anymore. So who's going to do that for her?
Exactly.
That's why women go out there and work and actually want to have like big jobs and get big checks, because then they won't have to depend so much on you, that they can have their own stuff. That's why they mostly protect themselves. I'm not saying that it's wrong that that you love your woman, you want her to stay home, wherever, but it's also some sort of like security and protection for women.
Yeah, definitely. And most men like that. Actually, we love our women to work.
Yeah.
But we don't want to exhaust them with work. You might work, but don't work to an extent of being exhausted, because
But then that means the man should change.
Right. So if you don't want us to work that much, then that means you should do, you should do most of it, because then again, we're doing a lot more than you.
Yeah, when I'm working, I can work and work. But if I love this woman, definitely I'm not gonna let this woman work like as much as I'm doing. Cause home, when we go home, all the kids will be like, mommy. She'll be busy with the kids, and I'll be busy with the housework. So that means she gotta limit the office work and then focus on the kids at most. Then if I come home as well, I'm gonna focus on some other things.
I feel like you can find a balance and find a woman who can make big money.
And besides, still,
but I also want to bring up the point when you said.
Right. Still, there's some job that you guys gotta do in the late night. So
That's why I say you also have to balance it out and find time for you to it.
Yeah, exactly. Because in the late night, still you're gonna do something.
And then you want her to go to work, come back, do the kids, whatever, and then all of that should also happen.
I don't know why, but it's like this is a question that I have. Why do you guys expect so much for a woman? Like,
expect so much.
You expect so much.
Okay.
Like,
no.
it's just...
You get it wrong. We don't expect so much from women. Actually, women expect so much from men. It's the other way around.
Like what?
If you're my woman, I'm not gonna expect so much from you. All I'm gonna expect from you is nature. That's what I'm gonna expect. No,
take care of the kids, go to work, come back, do the late night stuff, and then sleep, and then be up by 5.
And then that's all
now you're talking about the African world. That's the African world. Yes.
No, that is not the African world. It's also happened here. That's why I say that it's changing right now. That the men are actually out there and trying to balance it out. That they don't. I'm not saying that it's wrong for some of the men to want their wives to be at home or whatever. That's their choice. But most of the men today, they don't want those women who like depend on them. They want a woman who's independent, who wants to go out there and put up her own money. Like, whatever you're doing, like, just go get it. Like, just have to be supportive of that and not be judgmental of it. That's what I'm trying to say.
We need women who work, but women who don't want to annex it to being exhausted so that you can't do anything tonight. Are you saying a woman
who makes more money than you?
It doesn't matter. As long as you got my time tonight, that's what matters.
That's all you care about.
It always got to be about sex, bro.
Exactly.
No, I'm just saying it's always sex about.
Having a woman that you're not gonna have sex with, that means you're having a fellow man in the house. Come on, you guys. If having a different sex partner, that means something has to happen tonight.
Okay, now you're going off of the top. It doesn't mean that. No. Okay, no, I understand that there are some women who kind of also get lost into that world. That once they start to make money,
they forget about you.
They forget about all these things. And they just want to be making money and also and then they start getting kind of like intimidated to the men. That's why I say, like, you have to find a way to balance it out, both of you. Like, a woman can go out and make her money and come back home and be the wife that she's supposed to be. Because at the end of the day, you get at some point, even if like you're an independent woman and then you have done all this stuff by yourself and be like, okay, I've opened my own company, I make all this money all by myself. Men will get intimidated, but at the end of the day, you will want what your other friend has. Like, you're like, oh, I want to settle down, I want to get married, I want to have kids and whatever. But at the end of the day, a man will always be a man. He'll always stay a man. So that he always needs like to have, because like once you get off of work and whatever, and once you get in the house, your husband is your husband. You're not more than your. I don't want to use that word and be like you're not more than your man, but I don't know if you guys get that point. But like once you get,
Sanya's getting that point. I know. If I was the one saying that, Sanya would be like, oh no. But
sometimes like you can make more money or whatever, but he's definitely right. He's right. Like there are women who get lost into that world, like and sort of forget that, okay, they get to that point, like, oh, I don't need a man, I can do anything by myself, I can buy myself this and that. You also need to calm down and be like, okay, sometimes I do want my men to spoil me, sometimes I do want my men to do whatever. Like, you can come back home, because like once you come back home, you are the wife and he's the husband. Yeah. Like he's gonna be the king and then you're gonna be the queen, and then you guys can take it from there, but it has to like balance out. Like if he can help you and be like, because if he wants late night stuff crazy like this one, you have to balance it out and help your wife. Like you cannot expect her to get home, cook, clean, take out the kids, do the laundry, do the dishes, whatever.
Okay, let me tell you why you guys are sticking on that cooking, cleaning. Okay, I know you're going to Yale or something, but the fact is, cooking, cleaning, basically that's that. If I'm wrong, and I'm right. Basically, that's
We will correct you.
a woman thing, right? Just because of the new generation, we tend to get it. Cause today women also work, but back in days, cooking, raising the kids, cleaning the house, that was from women.
Yeah.
And because they weren't working, and men were the ones working. So today, both parties work. So the cooking, the cleaning, all of that should be shared. And the love for the children, or children should love both parents. But hey,
kids pick. So you can't.
Do you know why kids pick? Do you know why they pick? And they mostly pick their mothers. Do you know why?
Because we hold them for 9
months. Do you know why? No.
Yes, we do.
I know you
believe like maybe the dad.
I not hold them for 9 months. And we all know that. But knowing that all kids love their mothers because they hold them for 9 months.
I didn't get your point. Yeah,
most cases, mothers divide these kids' minds that, hey, your dad's like this, do that. Then they end up hating their dad for their mom.
When they're together in a relationship or after?
Sometimes after, sometimes when they're together.
I don't believe when they're together that happens. I believe that when they're together, it's the kid's choice. You know, sometimes like you have a mom who is more stricter than the dad, or a mom who's less stricter than the dad. Most of the kids will want the one who's not too strict. The one who can both of you cannot be too strict like this. Like the kid has to be able to talk to one of you guys. The kid has to be closer to one of you guys. And it just so happens that most of the time the mom is the one who can talk to them that and be like, oh, no, just let Dion go out today. You know, she'll be fine. So then the kid obviously is going to be more on the mom's side because she cannot speak to the dad, or the kid is going to be more on the dad's side because she cannot speak to the mom. The kid goes to the person that makes it easier for them.
Yeah, but according to this generation, nowadays men are soft compared to, like, if it comes to their children, they are really soft.
They are.
But women are really hard if it comes to their children.
Because they know what's out there. And they're trying to.
So why
especially with girls, I feel like, I believe also like it also depends on the sex of the child. They say that the boys are more on their mom's side than they are on the dad's, and then the girls are more on the dad's side. Because I like to think that maybe the moms are so strict on the daughters because of they know what's out there, they know what women go through and whatever. So I believe sometimes that's why they could be strict. But there could be also other reasons. But it's very important that the child can come and talk to you and be able to be like, okay, you know what, like 1, 2, 3, I'm not gonna be doing this, I'm not gonna be doing that. Because like if the child is scared of you, obviously if you're too strict, the kid is gonna end up lying to you and you're gonna be mad and be like, oh, this kid lies to me or whatever. So the kids always lean on to whoever makes it easier for them, whoever the kid can go to and talk to. Because like parents as the kids grow, the kids need the parent to be their best friend, to be their friend. Be like, oh, hey, I can call her and talk to her about 1, 2, 3, 3, 3. Because also at the same time, your parents are the person that can tell you the real. It's like from the get-go and be like, oh, no, you shouldn't wear that. Like, oh, you can wear that or whatever. And they could tell you that, oh, no, your friend is doing 1, 2, 3. Because, like, we also had a whole lot of fake friends out there, but that's not the case. But, yeah, that's the important part of the parenting part, I would like to say. But not to get off topic. It is balancing it out. It is balancing out in today's generation. More men are open into being there for the women and letting them go back to school, letting them work hard. And also the thing is that there's also a stigma that is still in people that women cannot do stuff for themselves. Like they'll be like, if they see like a woman trying to do something, be like, oh, I'm trying to buy myself a car. They're like, oh, did your husband help you get it? Or they do not believe that the woman can actually make money and go out there and buy it for themselves. They always think that there has to be a man. So that's why some women just look up to women like Oprah Winfrey, who just can go out there and get her stuff without needing a man so much like that.
Can I say something? The reason why it's like that, it was meant to be right from right from the
But
beginning
today
of
is not the
life.
case. That's not the case.
A man always has to be behind. If you by yourself, you go. Let me say you go to the auction to pick up a car.
Mm-hmm.
You're definitely gonna need a man. If you don't have a man behind you, so they either gonna give you scrub or they're gonna give you a
So you mean
high
to tell me you
price.
can't find a woman in the auction?
Of course they're there, but still they get they get the knowledge from the man.
No,
actually.
that's not what I'm saying. I'm saying like if a woman wants to, women make a whole lot of decisions by themselves, and I actually believe it's more it's more women being behind the men that make the decision and make them successful more than it is of the man being behind the woman. Because all the time men will call the wife like, oh hey, what do you think about that? But that's when you're like in a relationship. But what I'm saying is that maybe like a young woman like myself, and I choose to be like, oh, I want to go buy myself a house, and everybody knows I have a boyfriend. Everybody's gonna call and be like, oh, did your boyfriend help you get it? Did your boyfriend put in money? Like, that's what I'm trying to say, is that some people believe that women can't get money and then be able to buy the. I'm not saying that it's wrong for like the men. Obviously, like we do need help. Be like, okay, can you help me make this decision? Be like, yeah, but it doesn't mean that I actually went out there, worked my butt off, and actually went and bought myself a house by myself.
Right.
I did not ask you for your money. I did not ask you for anything. That's what I'm trying to say. That's the stigma that is in the people today.
Mm-hmm.
And that is the stigma that we're trying to break. That some people, like especially men, like sometimes get intimidated by that, but that is okay. It's okay for a woman to get out there and be like, oh, I want to buy myself this, and she can.
Right.
And it's also okay for her to ask for her man. Like, oh hey, can you buy me $20? It's fine. It's not a problem.
Right,
it's not a problem. But if she says that, okay, Dion, I'm going to go buy myself a house, I can, and I did not need my man to do it. If I want to buy myself a Mercedes-Benz, I can, and I will not ask my man for it. I'll not ask my daddy for it. Okay, sir.
That's on period.
Right.
Which I didn't, y'all.
Right. Let's see what.
I did not.
You've not done.
I did ask my dad for help.
Let's see in the future if it might happen. If it will happen.
Oh my days.
I know you say you've not done it yet, so let's see the future. Cause I'm with you. I'm still watching you. Let's see
it's not wrong for me to go and make my own money and go and buy myself a Mercedes.
Because what I know is buying stuff. You're gonna have to seek some knowledge somewhere.
I'm not saying that is wrong. That's not what I'm saying.
Wrong. I know what you're saying.
That is not what I'm saying, though.
Okay.
What I'm saying is that I make my own money.
Exactly.
I did not come and ask you, like, oh, Jackson, can you borrow me most of the money so I can go buy my car? It shouldn't be a problem for me to come and ask and be like, oh, what do you think about this car? Do you know any knowledge about this car? Because it's obvious, like most men like do know more about cars or whatever. So obviously I can come and ask you to help me to find it or whatever, but I bought it myself. I worked hard and I went there, but like, you know what? I want that Mercedes-Benz and I got it. Doesn't mean I didn't ask my dad if it was a good car or not.
I just asked you if it's good, but I brought the money.
Yeah, that's what we're trying to say.
I'm saying I brought the...
Okay, you brought the money and you got the car, but after asking me, because if you had not asked me, you were going to get something.
I could go ask from the auction person. Because like also when you go to a store and want to buy your girlfriend like makeup or something, or you want to buy her, obviously you're gonna be like, oh, what do you think about this?
Of course, I'm gonna ask somebody. Definitely.
There's no problem with that.
Literally, there's literally not.
But you're not getting what I'm saying.
I'm getting it.
You did not borrow the money from your girlfriend. Obviously, your friends are not gonna come to you and be like, unless like your friends are like so like, all the time you need to borrow money. Whatever.
What I'm getting out of this is where it's, guys, you have your own input on things. You guys are good in cars. You guys are good in sports. You see, that's your good field.
I mean, I can be good in cars too.
There are some women that are good at sports. There's some women that are good at things. But most of the guys that I've spoken to, they know a lot about sports. Okay, they know a lot about cars. So I'll give you props for that. And there's some things
a lot about sports too.
But also,
we talk about guys. About guys, don't you?
Listen, okay. And then when it comes to you, when you're going into the store and buying makeup or outfits, you have to ask for a woman's touch because they know how to dress. They know how to put makeup on. They know how to, show themselves and present themselves well because they know their skin color and everything. Okay? We have our own good way. You guys have your own good way. Yeah. The point is, if you don't know something, you ask another person who is probably either female or male. You just ask for their input. And then in your mind, you think about it and decide whether it's a good idea or not a good idea. It's your decision because whatever you want to do, it's you who's going to put down the money, whoever the person is, regardless of me asking for the advice from someone. I just want to settle my mind to understand what I really want, and then I'll go from there. It doesn't always have to be, I need a man or I need a female to tell me what I want or tell me what I need. I know what I want and I know what I need as a female or a male.
Yeah, that's right.
So,
that's right.
So you've calmed down.
You've calmed down.
That's what to say.
That's all I gotta say. I'm good.
You don't have to explain. At least she explains.
What did I not explain to you?
Yeah. That's right, baby. That's right. Dion.
You're just not understanding my life, but that's okay. I'll let you understand. We're gonna go outside.
Yeah, she knows how to explain, but you don't know how to explain.
But do you guys want to add some final touches for today's topic?
Yeah, I said it all, I feel like. But I'll tell you this.
I still want to say more, but I'm going to tell it to him so I can explain it properly.
Okay. I'm going to tell you this. What was the question? Okay. The topic was today, either you're a female or a male, regardless of your spouse or whoever you have in your life, support them in their dreams or whatever they want to do. Regardless, it could be stupid or it could be amazing. You guys can grow from it. As long as you have someone there that loves and support you on your dream, you should be fine. Because then again, either that was your purpose or not your purpose. So just live life like it's the fullest. That's all I can say.
Yeah, for me, what I want to see out there to whoever's watching, I think when two of you get together, it doesn't matter if you're girlfriends, boyfriends, it doesn't matter if you're married, but if you got somebody's son into your life or somebody's daughter into your life, you gotta have to know that you're two in one, and if that happens, that means you're gonna have to let some stuff go that you've been doing by yourself, without anybody, but you're gonna support this person. If let me say, if you've been clubbing, having a life, an entire life by yourself, then you get this person is not a clubbing person, but what he's doing, there's a future ahead of it. You're gonna support what he's doing and let that thing go. Or you might not let it go because it might be hard, but make it a bit easier for the support to happen. I think that's what I gotta say. So,
well, for me, I like to say, find a balance it out. Do support your partner in everything that they do. Please don't let this is only one life that we get to live, and if a person has a passion or something that they want to do, support it. It makes that person happy. But also, I do want to talk to the ladies. We compromise a whole lot, but if you have a dream, just go for it. If you want to be the next Kamala Harris and you feel like you can,
go ahead.
Go ahead and do it, but don't let anyone set you back. Do not let do not compromise on your happiness. Your happiness comes first. But if your partner loves you, obviously they will change and they will support you in everything that you want to do. And believe me, don't let anybody ever get this is the best advice I've ever gotten from a friend. Don't ever let anybody make you feel like you cannot find better. There's always something better. Like if it's not meant for you, it will not. But yeah, keep on fighting for your dreams. Follow your dreams. Go ahead, do it. If you want to go to school, go to school. If you want to start a salon, start a salon. If you want to start into real estate, do that. Do what makes you happy. Don't let somebody waste your time, because at the end of the day, they could change their minds at any time. And you know what? You have wasted your time.
Yeah. But still, you have to appreciate whatever somebody does for you.
Yes,
because that's what we need.
Both ways.
You gotta appreciate what I do for you. If you don't appreciate, then I won't feel the support.
For both of y'all. From both of y'all. Appreciate each other. Yes. But yeah. Is that it for today? You guys don't have anything anymore to say? Thank you guys so much for watching. I know we'll see you guys after Thanksgiving. So happy Thanksgiving to everybody. Have a blessed and wonderful week. We'll see you guys next week. And yeah, this one will be here after Thanksgiving. We're going to run. You're like, whoa. But have a good night, guys. I'm your host, Dion Nagade. We'll see you next week. Bye.